Jimmy Lee Swaggart is a name nearly synonymous with modern televangelism. Born on March 15, 1935, in Ferriday, Louisiana, he grew up singing Southern gospel hymns alongside his cousins Jerry Lee Lewis and Mickey Gilley. By age 20, he was already preaching from a flatbed trailer, and in 1971 he launched the Jimmy Swaggart Telecast, a half-hour program that soon aired in more than 140 nations. His Sun Life broadcasting network, founded in 2007, still beams services and music around the globe. Early life and meteoric career. 1955 to 1969, Swaggart crisscrosses the Deep South, holding storefront revivals and cutting his first gospel records. 1970s to 1980s, his weekly telecast and sold-out crusades draw stadium-sized crowds, album sales top 15 million. Late 1980s, a well-publicized moral scandal sidelines him briefly, but by the mid-1990s, he is back in the pulpit, broadcasting to millions and authoring dozens of devotional books. The family behind the ministry. Swaggart married Frances Anderson in 1952 when he was 17 and she was 15. Their only child, Donnie Swaggart, born 1954, now serves as co-pastor of Family Worship Center in Baton Rouge. Donnie's son, Gabriel, fronts the network's flagship youth service, making 4 straight generations of preachers in the Swaggart line. The tight-knit clan has weathered triumphs and controversies together, presenting a united front on air and off. A sudden health crisis. On Father's Day, June 15, 2025, the 90-year-old evangelist suffered a sudden cardiac arrest at his Baton Rouge home. Family members performed CPR until paramedics arrived, and he was admitted to the ICU in critical condition. Doctors quickly stabilized his heart, but lingering oxygen loss left limited neurological response. Attending physicians have since cautioned the family that, unless a miracle occurs, his time may be short. Around-the-clock vigil and global prayer chain. Inside the hospital, Frances keeps worship music playing and reads scripture aloud. Outside, candles and handwritten notes blanket the sidewalks of Family Worship Center. Social media hashtags, Pray for Jimmy Swaggart and Miracle for Brother Swaggart, trend in dozens of countries as churches, gospel artists, and even former critics post video prayers on his behalf. June 22nd update from son Donnie. At 11 a.m. CT on June 22nd, Donnie Swaggart released an official statement on the ministry's Facebook and Instagram pages. Thank you so much for your ongoing prayers. Dad remains in the hospital with no significant change. We ask you to continue to pray for our family, the ministry, and FWC Church, and to respect our privacy during this time. He later told the congregation, I'm not here to prepare you for death. I'm here to prepare you for trust. Whether God heals him here or calls him home, the Lord is still worthy to be praised. Is Jimmy Swaggart still alive? Yes, but he is in a fragile, medically supported state. As of the latest update, June 22, 2025, physicians say his heart is holding steady with assistance, while neurological recovery remains uncertain. The family continues to hope for a turnaround, even as they brace for every possible outcome. What's next? Doctors describe the situation as watchful waiting. The Swaggarts have asked supporters to replace phone calls with prayer and to follow only official ministry channels for updates. In Donnie's words, if Dad could speak, he'd still be preaching. Until then, we'll do the preaching and the praying for him. For millions who grew up singing There Is a River or tuning in to Camp Meeting Hour, the question of Jimmy Swaggart's tomorrow now rests where his sermons always pointed, entirely in God's hands.